There's such a demand for blood products these days, so we decided, how are we going to get more animals into our blood program? The process for donating blood is exactly like the human process. It works by bringing your animal in, expressing an interest, making an appointment with us. Once you fill out the application, then we will call you in for an interview with your pet and make a decision. First of all, is the animal a nice animal to deal with? If they're not a friendly dog, then we can't really have them donate because they don't get any anesthesia, so they have to want to donate. Then we make sure we do a physical exam, and then we take blood from them. We do a scan for liver, kidneys, any tick-borne diseases. So it's a full, complete physical exam. And what do the people and the animals get from it? They get a $25 credit for emergency care at our hospital. Antech provides the full free blood screening every single year for their pet. And that's full blood work showing their kidney, liver function, any tick-borne diseases, heartworm testing. And then Royal Canine, which is a food company, provides a free bag, a 20-pound bag of dog food every time they donate.
We're from Bark and Scratch Outpost, and we're going to tell you about healthy dog food today.
Well, it was about 5 years ago. I started thinking about adding to the family. But guess what? She's a dog that just can't eat man-made kibble. My groomer said, you know, why don't you go to a natural food store? So I headed out to Pewaukee, went to a natural food store. So I'm at home one night, and long story short, my husband goes, you know, why don't you open a pet food store? That little light bulb went off in my head. Why not? And we start to fill the store with different foods that are natural and healthy. This is my child, and she deserves, you know, good food, just like everyone does.
There are so many customers who come in and they ask us, what's the one dog food that I can feed all of my dogs? Or what is the best dog food?
Unfortunately, there's not an easy answer. There's not a one-size-fits-all dog or cat diet out there. What we recommend is rotation of 3 or 4 completely different brands throughout the year. The rule here is 3 months, 3 bags. Time to rotate.
And once you find those 3 or 4 foods that your dog really likes, it decreases boredom and can help build a healthier immune system.
And that'll alleviate allergies, weight gain, aggression,
and food intolerances.
While you're adding your rotation diet, you're going to add water to that diet. Why do we put water into dry kibble? Do you know, Kathleen?
We do put water into dry kibble, especially if that's the only thing you're feeding, because the body digests much better when the water is already in the food. If you think about a raw diet, dog going out and getting some prey, or a cat going out catching a mouse, they're getting the liquid that they need right in that meal.
So we need to add about 1/4 cup of water to every cup of dry kibble that you feed.
You can have a very healthy diet for your dog, but just one bad treat can really throw it off.
When you're treating, you want to make sure that they have healthy ingredients. Apples, blueberries, even tomatoes from your garden are healthy treats.
But we do have a nice variety of treats, and some of them are really treating with a purpose. We have treats that include things like glucosamine or cherry juice for healthy joints.
That's right, and you can save money when you combine a treat with a supplement. Now you've fed natural and saved.
Hi, I'm Jackie Luhais-Bennett, pet reporter for the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. As Midge here can tell you, pets need help to make it through Wisconsin winters. Keep your dog leashed or in a fenced yard during the winter. Snow can make dogs lose their sense of smell, and if they get loose, they may never find their way home. Keep cats indoors in cold weather. And make sure you keep your pets away from heating vents or radiators. They can burn your pet or dry out their coats. For more pet tips, please visit my Animal Magnetism pet blog at www.jsonline.com.
Our loyal companion animals provide us with unconditional love, yet many of them end up abandoned. The lucky ones end up in shelters and rescues with a second chance for a new life. Fortunately, there are people out there willing to give their time, love, and resources to help give back to our animal companions. But the costs for food, shelter, medical, or even transportation to care for these animals can be staggering. Please log on to animalfairycharities.org or call today 262-989-0604 and give something back to those who give so much.
Animal Advocate Television is being brought to you today by MECA, Milwaukee Emergency Center for Animals, Fetch Magazine, and by Bark and Scratch Outpost. Don't forget the animals this holiday season. All proceeds from the sale of Animal Fairy Charities, pewter desk pieces, and holiday ornaments go to animals and animal shelters in need. So give yourself the gift of helping the animals this season and get a great ornament for yourself or to give to someone else who loves and cares for animals. Call or order online today at animalfairycharities.org.
Come to Wisconsin's best pet care facility, Animal Campus, featuring a full-service vet clinic, overnight boarding with spacious kennels, a dog daycare, and grooming salon for your dog and cat, all at one location on Loomis Road in Franklin. Check us out at animalcampus.com.
Got pet nutrition? We do. You are what you eat. The same is true for your pet. We offer a large variety of local and national brands of organic and natural pet foods. Benefits of feeding a natural pet food are less shedding, less stool, and less illness. A locally produced natural dog food is 40 pounds, $26.99. Our helpful staff is available 7 days a week. Bark and Scratch Outpost voted Best of Milwaukee, Shepherd Express 2008, MilwaukeePetFood.com. Grooming on site.
He was on a kill buyer's truck. He had been sold for meat.
Came out very promising. He won over $245,000.
Toxic, carcinogenic.
We're talking about taking animals that have been treated with prohibited drugs and slaughtering them for food.
Going to be delicacies for some meal?
It could be very dangerous to consume this meat.
That is a huge professional ethical issue.
You know, people in France eating American horses that came off the track.
People who starve their horses are getting paid, being allowed to sell these animals.
I don't think anybody, a farmer, people in agriculture, horse owners, I don't think those people really realize how the cruelty is becoming so severe.
It's horrendous. They're jumping all around and screaming. And good heavens, what kind of people are we? How do we do that?
Why, if the USDA guys went in there, why didn't they shut them down?
Bureau of Land Management has created its own crisis.
They didn't want us to see what they did to the horses.
I was lied to. I was threatened.
It seems like our whole country is bound and determined to eradicate the horses.
Our wild horses are disappearing.
More roundups, the more reason to have the slaughterhouses back.
Like a modern-day Trail of Tears. They're being forced off of their land.
What the government has done to Indian people, and for us to turn around and slaughter horses is like cutting out our own heart.
My name is Susan Lebecki, and I am with Secondhand Purse Cat Rescue. I am the current president and director of the shelter. This organization was started by me and my partner Jane, and we just felt there was a need in Milwaukee for more no-kill cat shelters to arise. I've always had a passion for animals in some way, shape, or form, and this was the most feasible and attainable, and it made my dream come true. I believe that there are so many cats in shelters because people don't research it well enough to know how long they live, what it takes to spay or neuter your animal. I think the costs out there is unreachable for a lot of families to take proper care of their animals and just not sitting down and thinking things through completely. How we are trying to help educate the public is every animal that goes out, if they are 6 months or older through Secondhand Purrs, is spayed or neutered. If they are not spayed or neutered, that adopter signs a contract stating that they will spay and neuter at the appropriate age, and then we do have a woman do follow-up calls with that adopter to make sure the animal was done at the appropriate time frame. The cost of our operations on a regular monthly basis can be anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 for vet care. Our food bills average between $300 to $500 per month. We also have our rental expense, our insurance expense, electric bill, phone bill. And those things are all set off by raising donations on a monthly basis, privately asking for money. Donations are important in a lot of ways. People need to understand that a contribution of $1 or a package of paper towels or a small box of, canned treats is beneficial. It doesn't have to be large sums. Every dollar makes a huge difference. Volunteering doesn't mean, oh my gosh, I have to commit to this every single day or week. 1 hour a week from a community, group effort can make a huge difference on any rescue.
We were happy to be able to help Susan and Secondhand PERS and acknowledge all their amazing efforts to make things better for our feline friends.
Hi, I'm Tammy Flynn, owner of Elegance Salon and Spa and founder of A Day for Dreams and an Evening of Elegance. Today we are here for two very special reasons. First, I'd love to share with you an outstanding charity event that will take place on Saturday, April 9th, 2011 to benefit Children's Hospital of Wisconsin and the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Wisconsin. In addition, I would love to share with you another charitable organization which shares in my same mission of helping children to learn compassion. About a year ago, I was planning my first charitable event for children. At that time, I met Deb Lopez, one of the founders of Animal Fairy Charities. Immediately after meeting Deb, I really felt that we had a very, very strong connection. Animal Fairy Charities educates and engages young children in compassion through positive interaction with animals. And I too have engaged the community to come together with a mission of compassion, hope, and empathy to realize if we all give a little, we can make great things happen. These young children hearing the story today, The Animal Fairy, will understand that caring for an animal, giving to children in need, or the community in general are acts of empathy and compassion. You can help Animal Fairy Charities' mission by logging on to animalfairycharities.org or to learn more about their first book release, The Animal Fairy. In regards to my charitable events, this year, in addition to an Evening of Elegance, we have added on A Day for Dreams, an outstanding family event. Both events will take place on Saturday, April 9th, 2011. Last year, as well as this year, A Day for Dreams and an Evening of Elegance will both be events with no administrative cost, where all of the proceeds are going directly to benefit Children's Hospital of Wisconsin and the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Wisconsin. To learn more about both of these outstanding charity events or to make a donation, please log on to elegancesalonandspa.com.
Thanks for watching today. Economic times are hard, and shelters are being inundated with pets that people feel they can no longer care for. In turn, shelters are struggling, not only with the overwhelming number of animals, but with the rising costs of food, shelter, and medical care required for their care. Now more than ever, these animals and shelters need your help. Call 262-989-0604 or visit animalfairycharities.org today.
Today's show was brought to you by MECA, Milwaukee Emergency Center for Animals, Fetch Magazine, and by Bark and Scratch Outpost.